Hello guys, welcome to back to my YouTube channel Sales for Shinobi. My name is Rajul Vishwakarma and I hope you are doing well. So let's start the video. So in today's video, we will discuss about what is Lightning Web Component and so what is it required, and then we will discuss about why is Lightning Component is required if we already happened Aura component with us, and also after that we will discuss about what happened with the Aura. Okay, so is this exist or is this discontinued by the Salesforce? After that, we will compare between Aura component and LWC component. So these are things we will discuss about in today's video. Let's jump to the next slide. So first we will discuss like what is Lightning Web Component. So in simple words, we can understand that Lightning Web Components is nothing but it is a programming model to create a Lightning Web Components. Okay, so earlier Lightning component was created by the Aura component. So Aura is nothing but it is a framework which is introduced by the Salesforce in 2014. So the Lightning component have different lots of advantages over Aura components. So it means that like Lightning component having a lots of advantages over this Aura component, so it's provide the better performance. Okay, and Lightning Web Components also uh, based on this new modern web standards. So it means that it follows the modern web standards instead of more on frameworks. And Lightning Web Components are also used with Aura components. So it means that like we can use both Lightning component as well as Aura component in a single page. They can work together also. And apart from this, it is easy to use. So it means that like you can easily understand the Lightning Web Components. It is not required too much effort to learn. So you can easily understand and use this component. Now we will jump to the next slide. So in this slides, we will understand that why is Lightning Web Components. So earlier, like you have understood that it's in simple word, like basically Lightning Web Components is nothing but it is a new technology or new programming model to create a Lightning components for Salesforce. So now we will discuss about why Lightning Web Components. So in 2014 WebStack, what we have, so web standards is not much that much is evolved. Okay, so all the essential key which is required to create a light UI components are not present inside this web standard. If you see here, so it only contains the ECMAScript 5 JavaScript 5 version, events, standard elements, and rendering. So only basics elements is present inside the web standard. So what then the frameworks come into the picture at that time. So what? So those essential features which is required to create a Lightning Web Components are are covered by this framework. So some of the basic functional no, basics means like some of the basic key features like data services, UI components, component model templates, all these things are given by frameworks. So that helps to create a Lightning Web Component. And so these are the things like at that time Aura component was introduced. So Aura component is nothing, it is a type of framework which help to create a UI components and which provides some essential key features which helps to create a Lightning components for a Salesforce. Okay, if we jump to the next slides, so how the web stack solution evolution is looking. So that time what is that time we have a Aura components. Now we will discuss about how web stack evolution. So in 2019 web stacks, what is most of the basic things understood, like most of the basics key features, like what are the key features is required to create a Lightning Web Components are the part of the 2019 web stacks. So we don't have required the framework for that. Okay, So if you see here in 2019 web stacks, the most of the things which are present in 2014 web stack framework part are now the part of the web standards. Okay, so that helps to create a lightning to create a UI component for a browser or for a user. Okay, so it is the so what happened in 2019 web stack, all these things are available inside the web standards only. So we don't have to create any additional layer for ethic framework layer. Okay, to cover this all this means to create a UI components, because right, so all these things are already available inside this 2019 web stacks. So this is the reason behind this, why at that time Lightning, like Salesforce introduced the Aura component due to the lack of essential feature inside the web stacks. Now all the features are available inside this web standards only, so we don't have required that framework layer between this some of the specialized features and the web standards. Okay, so now that's the reason they have not introduced the LWC earlier. Okay, now we will jump to the next slide. If we compare the 2014 web stack and to the 2019 web stack, so see more framework. So what does this mean? That some of the features, basic features which is required to create a, UI component are not available inside the web standards. So we have to more essential towards this framework side. So this framework contains the lot of things, okay, which we have required to create a UI components. But in 2019 watts, the essential key values are inside present inside the web standard. So we don't have dependency on this framework side. Okay, so these are the things. Second thing we will discuss about the interoperable components, non-interoperable components. What does it mean? So at that time, various type of frameworks available like Aura framework, Angular, React. So if you create a component inside the Aura, so we cannot use that component inside this. What does it mean? Angular and React. Okay, but in 2019 web stacks, what is that? Common component model. So this is interoperable. So we can, if you create a component in LWC, then you can use that component inside anywhere, like in Aura, in React, in Angular. So this is the advantage. Okay, is of lightning web component. So it is the skills is not transferable skills. What does it means? That if you if you learn React, okay, so if you want to switch to the Angular, so it is not easy. Okay, because you cannot work on React programming on day one. You have to learn that, then you will able to master on that. So it will take some time. But in Salesforce, so in Lightning Web Component, what is that? It is transferable skills. What does that mean? It is easy to understand, and you can understand easily or you can create as soon as possible. This is for developers. Next thing is that resources are hard to find. So it is a type of skill. If you want to work on Aura component, Angular component, or React now, so what does it mean? The resources are very difficult to find. Means like you have to find every resources differently. Like for Aura, different person; for Angular, different person. Or if you want to one person to work on this work, so it will take some time. Okay, so that's why the resources are hard to find. If we talk about the lightning web component, is what is that? So it is easy to understand. Okay, if any developer is coming, if you having they are understood about this Aura component, React component, so they can easily build lightning web component. Okay, and if we talk about we will come to the next part. So what is this slow performance? What does it mean? Like, see, the web standards is they are not having the essential features for to create a lightning web component, to create a UI component. So what they will say, we will create they will produce they will give a framework. So inside that framework, the execute their JavaScript to create a component. So it will take some time. That's why these uh, the Aura components are slow. But in 2019 web stack, what is the LWC do? They don't require the Aura, means they don't require the additional framework layer. Okay, so what does it, all the things, essential features belongs to the web standard. So it is easy to they will give the better performance, and it is easy to use and light fast as compared to the Aura component. Okay, that's the thing between the Aura component and or LWC. So in this you can understand the how LWC framework. Okay, so they are having some specialized services, data services, UI components. So these are the things that Lightning Web Component contains. So what is contains? So security. Salesforce provide a Lightning locker to protect the Lightning components from a UI threats. Okay, and the Lightning data services. So what is Lightning data services? So if you want to fetch a record from a Salesforce, or if you have to insert or create a uh, data inside the Salesforce, so what you can use the Lightning data services, which is inside the Lightning Web Component. Okay, so it's basically it's provide to access to Salesforce data and metadata uh, synchronous asynchronous way. Okay, and base Lightning components. So it provides like 70 of 80 plus light UI components built in for as a custom elements which we can use inside our UI part. Okay, and apart from this, you can see here we are having all these things inside this uh, web standards. So this is the thing about the Lightning Web component. Okay, so security, Lightning data service, and base Lightning components are only the part of this framework. Okay, rest of the things present inside this web standards only. So this is the evolution of the uh, Lightning framework. Okay, next jump to the conclusion. So what is the conclusion is that, so Aura component and Aura component. So Aura component and Lightning LWC component can be work together, and we can use the Aura component inside the. We cannot use the Aura component inside the LWC, but we can use the LWC inside the Aura component. Or it is easy development for large scale modular apps. So we can so it is a lightweight. Okay, it not required that much complexity as compared to the Aura component. So we can develop a large scale modular app inside this, and easy for leveraging the largest wave functionality and construct. So what does this mean? That it is present on the newly JavaScript, which is named as the ECMAScript 7. So we can use the new features which is provided that JavaScript. Okay, and we have already discussed this is a common model and transferable skills. What does this mean? Um, so the people who is already belong from the developer background, so they can easily understand and create this Lightning Web component. So okay, interoperable components like that, you can this components work with any other framework like Angular, React, Aura. Okay, and it gives the better performance because it is a lightweight component. Apart from that, so here is the conclusion is that Lightning Web Component is nothing but it is a like of a programming model, which uh, new programming model to create a Lightning component inside the Salesforce. That's all in this video, guys. I hope you like this video and you can understood each and everything clearly. If you have any doubt in this video, you can simply comment on my comment on inside the comment section. I will help you if and I will answer your each and every question. Okay, and also please like, share, and subscribe my YouTube channel. Okay, to learn more about the Lighting Web Components. We will meet you in the next video. Thank you.